warming is very important because that is what impacts the crops we grow, how much irrigation we require, whether we are going to have more rain or less rain, what kind of clothes we wear, all sorts of activities which we do are sort of impacted by temperature. And imagine the people who are working outside in a sunny afternoon in Kansas or in Alabama or in any of the tropical countries. You could imagine how difficult it will be for them to work outside in a sunny weather because of the temperature increase overall in urban areas as well as the overall global warming. So the best way which I try to explain to, for common understanding for non-scientific, people is, say you're running a fever of 2 degrees, you're like 101 degrees Fahrenheit, or, you're 3 degrees extra temperature you have on your body. How would you feel? Well, if you ask me, I would say I would just want to just be on my couch, do nothing, watch television. I would not want to come to this interview and do anything here. Why? Because I'm running fever. So just imagine the Earth is also running a constant fever of 2 degrees or so temperature than what it was normal or before Industrial Revolution. But we have, all sorts of medicines which can pop in and we can bring down the temperature. But we are not doing anything for the Earth. The Earth is running this constant fever and we are not providing any medicines, any sort of Band-Aid or whatever the Earth requires to bring down the temperature. And that is what climate change is. And so it's a domino effect. So when temperature increases, if say you are running fever for 5 days, for 2 months, it's going to start impacting every single organ of your body. So imagine that if Earth is running a fever of over 2 or 3 degrees, then it's going to start impacting every single element, every single aspect which is present on the Earth's surface, below the surface, on the surface, and even in the atmosphere. So that is, I think, a very good understanding of climate change, global warming, and what kind of impacts is having, sea level rise, Arctic ice melting, all of that in one package, because that's what climate change is. And it's impacting every single person, be it the rich to the poor, or to, the very healthy to the unhealthy, to the old and to the young. So it's not going to spare anyone. So it's very important to understand and try to adapt and mitigate climate change.